What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Jordan 1 Union LA Fragment in the white and black colorway. This is the God Killer batch from Kickwho. Before we get into them, I want to remind you that this video and all the content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you haven't already, if you will go ahead and like and subscribe while you're here, be sure to comment on the video as well. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to have that in the description for you. Guys, I appreciate all the support. Let's take a look at these Jordan 1s. So as I make the video, just looked up the resale prices for these things on like StockX and whatnot, and they are going for some crazy money. I believe this was the most limited of the three colorways, if you know the numbers that we saw were actually correct. Have reviewed this shoe before, but it's been a while, and of course, like I said, this is the God Killer batch, so definitely wanted to pick them up from Kickwho. There is their information. That's going to be in the description, including that discount code for you, kvegas, and let's see how they did with this Jordan 1. So of course you just got solid rubber black on the outsole, so not a lot to talk about there, but it all looks fine. Everything's on point as it ought to be. You got a nice bright white on the midsole. Pretty good line going from the black to the white. There is one little spot right there, very little, but it is there. And I want to go ahead and just pause right here at the tooling, let you guys get a good shot of that, because I know there are some people that are really, they get up in arms about the size of that, etc., etc. So there it is. Medial side looks good. Pretty good line going from the black and white. Really, all in all, looks good, other than that one very tiny spot. And I almost hate to point that out, because the way retails are anymore, that seems a little bit nitpicky, but I'll try to show you what I can show you. That's something that obviously you can zoom in on your QC pics to make sure that it doesn't look like that if that concerns you. Now, fit and comfort of this shoe. This is a men's 13, and as per usual with the God Killer batch, they fit just like retail. That's my normal size in a Jordan 1. I know a lot of people will go half a size down. I personally don't, because most of mine I do wear it with a crease protector. But they do fit like retail, so whatever you wear in a Jordan 1, that's what I would tell you to go with. And like the other releases, they come with that nice Dream Cell insole with the Union print on there. So for a Jordan 1, this is pretty comfortable on foot. Now the upper of the shoe, of course, this one has more just flat, grainy leather. The other colorways, we got some tumbled leather. And you know, I don't know, guys, this is definitely the cleanest of the three colorways, but does that make it the best? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. But let's go ahead and check out the upper. Like I said, it's flat, grainy leather all over, not tumbled, but it is pretty soft. Good shape on the toe box. Yeah, everything looks good with that. And let's check our bounce back, because I do get asked that very frequently, so try to do that for you every time I can that I think about it. This pair is going to start you off with the black laces. Okay, just solid black. They don't transition on the startup out pair like the other ones do. However, you are going to get the black to blue, which I think would definitely pop. A pair of solid white, and then of course your Union yellow laces. So you do get all four options, just like you would expect. The tongue on this one, it's more padded than a Jordan 1 low. Not quite as padded as I was expecting for a high, just to be honest with you. Especially up here, it feels a little bit thinner, and it is not the deconstructed look. The foam edges aren't exposed like they were with the other colorway, the other two colorways, the Chicago Royal and the Royal. So this is just going to be a standard Jordan 1 tongue. There is your branding on the back, and then of course, like I said, you do have the Dream Cell insole with all the correct branding on it, and then just white on the sock liner. Your swoosh, as along with the rest of the shoe, is just a flat grainy leather. You do have the Union LA tag in blue font, and the Wings logo is touching the stitching right here. I know that's something that people look for on these releases. Fragment logo pressed in white on top of that leather. And again, the leather up here on this top panel is more soft. Back of the shoes, you do have a very good hourglass shape, one of the best that I have seen from any of the ones that I have reviewed. Nice and tight, but still with that hourglass look. Some of them I've seen have been really stretched out, so that looks pretty good. And there's a shot of your stitching. And then of course the medial side, you do have the Fragment and Union print underneath the swoosh. All right, let's bring in our left shoe, guys, and check it out. Looking pretty clean. And from the rear, everything looks to be just fine. This one might be not quite as tapered as the other one, but that's not going to matter once they're on foot for sure. There is your stitching, your Fragment logo, and then if I can get it to focus, give you a good shot of the tooling, and just pause there for a second, let you get a shot of that. Medial side, again, you have your Fragment Union branding, and this one, again, you got a good line going from the black to the white. Really, they did a good job other than that one little spot on the other shoe. So again, that's all in all pretty good. There's your tag, and let's go ahead, guys, and we will check out our Strobel. So you do have, as per usual, the gray Jordan 1 Strobel with your extra threading taped down. There is your size tag. This pair, like the other ones, is just going to come with some tissue paper inserts, and then the insole is the same with that Union Air Jordan branding on there, and again, Dream Cell for a men's 13. So that is all good. Let's check out the box for this one. It's the same box that we got with all three of the releases, the blacked out Jordan 1 box with the glossy outlined branding. That look continues all the way around our box. You have your 85 Jordan 1, some branding on the bottom, and then our box label for this release, guys, is Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Special Project, white and black, men's 13. Inside, you got the swoosh with the word swoosh, and you do have the red print underneath the swoosh. Of course, that Tiffany blue co-branded paper, and then there's white paper underneath of that. You can see there's also an anti-mold sticker and a little stamp there in the corner. Box got to me in perfect condition, little to no damage on that, which is pretty standard for Kickwho, but I do try to point it out each time because I do appreciate that when these sellers go through the extra steps to double box the shoes and make sure that not only shoes getting to me looking good, but also the packaging. But yeah, all in all, I think this one looks great. Again, that one tiny little spot, which again almost seems nitpicky, but other than that, I think it's, you know, perfect, flawless. And again, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Of the three colorways, which is your favorite? Because honestly, I'm torn. I think this is easily the cleanest colorway, but does that make it the best? And it was certainly the most limited. So anyway, guys, that's my unboxing review again of the Jordan 1 Union LA Fragment design, the white and black colorway for 2026. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments and what you think about this one compared to the other two. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout because we got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.